What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ask Mevo Anything. My name is Will Kirkpatrick, and I am a technical specialist here at Mevo. And today is all about your questions, so be sure to put your questions in chat, and I'd be happy to help you out with whatever it is you need. And today's an exciting day. Today is an update day, which is always great. We're always working on updates, whether it is for the Mevo 2.0 app or the Mevo MultiCam app or just the Mevo in general, the hardware. And so it's really exciting that we have a new update today that I get to share with you. It's 2.6. It is available right now for both iOS and Android. This is the regular Mevo app and not the MultiCam app. And we'll go through all the new things that it brings and talk about what's great about it. And so let's kind of dive in. As usual for our show, we have different setups each time because we try and show the versatility of the Mevo and how it can be used, whether it is using the regular Mevo app on your phone or tablet, just like that, or you're using the MultiCam app, or if you have the Mevo connected to your computer using NDI, wired webcam, or wireless webcam. There are just so many ways to use your Mevo. So today I am using the MultiCam app on my iPad Pro, and I have 3 Mevos set up around me. I've actually got a lot more, but the MultiCam app is limited to 3 Mevos right now. And then for audio, I'm using this blue microphone, and it is a Bluebird microphone, which is actually really nice. I'm really lucky to have it. And that is connected to an M Audio Air mixer, and that mixer is then going out back into the Mevo Start using 3.5mm TRS. And I also want to note that I am connecting this Mevo to my network using a Mevo Power over Ethernet adapter to make sure everything is really good, stable, and high quality for you. So again, put your questions in chat, and let's go over some of our regular stuff. So let's go to our schedule. As you know, every week we have 2 shows. We have Ask Mevo Anything today on Tuesday, and then Thursdays we have Mevo Live. You can catch both shows 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and if you can't make the live show for any reason, you can definitely check out youtube.com/Mevo Camera, where we archive all of our shows. We are also broadcasting today, and we will be in the future to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So you can catch us on all of those streaming destinations at Mevo Camera. So we also want to always mention that we have the Mevo Start 3-pack available right now. Obviously, it's on Mevo.com. But it is also available now at our resellers. So Amazon, Best Buy, B&H, Adorama, really all over the place. And so definitely pick it up if you're interested in using multiple Mevos, whether you're doing a multicam production using the MultiCam app or you're using OBS. It is a really great thing to have. And of course, if you're using the Mevo, as most of our customers tell us, they're always being asked about their Mevo while they're using it. And so we have this great referral program where you can save someone 5% on Mevo.com, and you'll earn 5% commission for referring them to order on Mevo.com. So definitely check that out if you're always telling people about your Mevo. Cool. Okay, so as I mentioned, today is update day, and it is Mevo 2.6. And what's cool about 2.6 is it has full NDI5 compatibility. If you are using NDI at all in your production, you know that it is incredibly versatile, and NDI5 brings so many new features and abilities. So now you can use your Mevo with NDI5 and all the tools that come with it. Also, we have a new webcam mode quick switch, and this is awesome, especially if you're either using your Mevo on the go and you're quickly bringing it back and using it on your computer for Zoom calls or something like that. I use wired webcam all the time, and I really, really like this feature, and I'm going to show you how it works. So, got a handy dandy star right here, and if you just double tap the button on the back, it plays that little noise, and that means that wired webcam mode is enabled and you can plug it directly into your computer. This is something that in the past you had to go into the Mevo app, you had to connect to your Mevo, you had to go into the settings, you had to enable wired webcam mode, and it's just kind of a long process to get it just to work, where you can just plug it into your computer and instantly go. So now you can do that and double tap it again and it'll turn it right off. So really, really nice feature. It just makes it much faster, and I know that we have a lot of people that open up their Mevo and they instantly want to connect it to their computer and just have it work. So now you can just double tap that power button and it'll switch right over. And then if you wanted to take it out to your location, the ball field, anything like that, just double tap again and it'll turn right off. So it's really nice to have that. I'm really excited that we have that feature, and it works really well. I've been using it for a little over a week now, I think, and yeah, so it'll work even if it's already plugged into your computer. You can just double tap, turn it on, double tap, turn it off. And this is obviously really great. Also, even if you're not taking it on the go, if you're switching between wireless webcam or NDI, you can double tap and switch to wired webcam. So if you are having some sort of network issue or something like that, and the Mevo is not performing that great on your slower network or a congested network, then you can just double tap, turn on wired webcam mode, and plug it into your computer. Alright, so it looks like we're starting to get some questions. Don't forget, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, we are watching all of them, so feel free to ask your questions on any one of those networks. Let's see, so Matt says, are you working on bringing Mevo mic support to the MultiCam app, or at least allow the iPad or iPhone device audio to be used as an audio source? So, great news is that you can already use the Mevo mic app in the MultiCam app. So you just need to set it up in the Mevo 2.0 app first, and then open up the MultiCam app, and those audio settings will transfer over to the MultiCam app. So we do plan on bringing more audio options to the MultiCam app in the future, so stay tuned. We'll definitely talk about it and show it here first. Thanks for that question. Let's see. C-Bus Sports Radio says, apologize if I'm missing something on a previous podcast. Plans for NDI in MultiCam for all three cams. Yeah, so we are planning on adding NDI support to the MultiCam app. It's on our coming soon page, so we are planning on doing it. We don't have a time frame for when that exactly will be put into place, but we do plan on doing it, and hopefully very soon. In terms of using NDI on 3 of your cameras, you can certainly just turn on NDI for each individual camera and connect it to your computer. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're more specifically talking about NDI input or NDI output, but yeah, you can definitely use NDI for 3 cameras. Let me know. I'm happy to expand on that. Cool. Thanks for those questions, guys. All right. So as I'm already using the MultiCam app, first I haven't shown my camera, so I do want to just kind of give you a quick tour. So we've got this front camera. I'm using all Mevo starts, and we've got the front camera pointed over here. I wanted to just show, these are the NDI tools, by the way, NDI 5 tools. You can see there's actually a ton of them, and so if you haven't checked those out already, you really should, because they're really, really useful. I do want to note that unfortunately not all of the tools are available on Mac as they are on Windows. Not sure why they kind of staggered that release a little bit, but definitely check it out if you have Windows. Obviously, there are a lot of great tools that do work for Mac, but yeah, Windows has more. And then we've got a nice wide shot. You can see the crazy amount of lighting that I have going on in front of me. The Mevo really performs well with tons and tons of light, so I try and use as much as possible. And then we've got a nice little side shot, so you can see sort of behind the scenes. I've got my iPad right here, and more lighting and lots of cables. Cool, so that is my setup. I've got 2 of them are on Wi-Fi, and then I've got 1 on a Mevo PoE. Let's see, Jesse says, hey, how you doing? How do I use the Mevo camera mic to live stream studio? So if I understand your question correctly, you're asking how to use the Mevo mic with live stream studio, or I'm actually not sure. Are you talking about just using the internal mics of the Mevo for live stream studio? In both situations, you just need to set up your audio options first in the Mevo 2.0 app, or now Mevo 2.6 app, and then it will transfer over to live stream studio. Let's see, Rick says, hey, what's the capacity of the start camera battery? Trying to figure out how much time I'll get from a 10,000 milliamp USB battery pack. You know, I don't know offhand. We'll definitely look into that. But let's see, 10,000 milliamp. I think you'd get like 6 extra hours or something like that. I'm not positive. We'll definitely research and figure out some more specific information for you. Jesse says, Mevo mic app. Oh, gotcha. I have 3 cameras for the church, but when I cut to each one, it picks up the audio, so it's not good quality. How do I stream on the higher quality? So let's see. Jesse, you were the one talking about NDI. Sorry. I know the question's kind of disappeared here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Mevo camera with live stream studio. I have 3 cameras for the church, but when I cut to each one, yeah. So if you're using Mevo mic, then you can connect that to the Mevo in the Mevo 2.6 app and connect that to live stream and use the audio for that. Obviously, the audio is dependent on the Mevo mic app. It's dependent on your Wi-Fi connection. So if you do have an option to hardwire your audio, I do recommend that. But yeah, your audio will transfer over from the Mevo 2.6 app to Livestream Studio. And obviously you can disable the audio in the other cameras if you wanted to do that as well. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. Stig says, is there a possibility in the future to add NDI source as a picture-in-picture input to the Mevo and Mevo MultiCam app? Yes. So I think picture-in-picture is definitely something that we want to do in the MultiCam app. I'm not sure if it's something that we would do in the Mevo 2.0 app or 2.6 app. But yeah, it's definitely something that we're looking into, and hopefully we can do that sooner rather than later, because I know a lot of people want to show, scoreboards and stuff like that as picture-in-picture. So cool. Thank you for all those questions, everybody. If you are just joining, I do want to repeat it again because it is exciting, and we're always asked about when we're releasing updates, and today is just one of those days. And so we've got the 2.6 app available right now on iOS and Android. And again, this is NDI5 compatibility and webcam mode quick switch. And if you didn't see it already, let me see if I can give you kind of a closer look here. I have so many Mevos, I gotta do this to figure out which one it is. So yeah, just double tap the back power button right here. And then you'll hear that great noise, just confirming it. And then double tap it again and it'll turn it off. So really nice and easy to turn on wired webcam mode now. If you're not already using it, definitely check it out. Your average OG says, how many Mevo mic inputs can there be? So this is actually really cool. It's a great question because we recently released 2.5. Obviously, I think this was 3 or 4 weeks ago, and 2.5 unlocks not only free graphics, but also all the way using 3 Mevo mics. Previously, you were limited to doing only 1 Mevo mic unless you had a Vimeo subscription, but now you can use up to 3 Mevo mic sources. So that's really cool. Still though, Vimeo has some really nice advantages. If you have the Vimeo producer plan, that means that you can stream to multi-destinations, which I know tons and tons of people do. And then if you have a Vimeo premium plan, you can stream to Vimeo.com, which is actually what we're doing today. So I'm streaming from the MultiCam app to Vimeo.com, and then on Vimeo.com I have set up RTMP destinations for Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And so that's how we're doing multi-destination through the MultiCam app. Rick says, how is Mac M1 compatibility coming along? So let's see. So for the Mac M1 computers, you can definitely use wireless webcam to connect your Mevo. I believe that NDI 5 is also supported for M1 now. Yeah, I think 5 is. Unfortunately, wired webcam mode still not supported with M1 computers, but hopefully it's something that we can continue to work on and release very soon. So hopefully that answers that. Lots of questions, guys. Love it. Let's see. Cool. I'm just gonna talk about some of the reason that I'm using the MultiCam app today versus the Mevo 2.6 app is because I really like the ability to not only mix my audio sources because I'm using the blue mic, and I also am sometimes turning on the internal mics for the Mevo as well. So the MultiCam app is really nice for that. And obviously you can use the MultiCam app even if you're using a single Mevo. But I also like the quick switching for graphics. So if you saw, the Mevo live starting soon, this graphic quickly on and off. I have a little lower third graphic to turn on and off. So it really is dependent on what your stream is and how you're using it. I know so many people are using the Mevo 2.0 app or 2.6 app to do things like the countdown graphic that you can't do in MultiCam yet, or PDF files, because I know that there are lots of people that do lyrics on the screen, and doing graphics like this for 50 pages does take some time in the MultiCam app. But if you only have a few pages, it's really quick to do it in the MultiCam app. Let's see. Stig says, I would like to have a Mevo with a more narrow focus of view. Do you have plans for releasing another camera? So that's interesting. We don't get a lot of people that are asking for more of a narrow point of view, but yeah, we don't have any plans at this time, but hopefully in the future we'll release a new Mevo and everything like that. But right now, the Mevo Start 3-pack is sort of our new hardware, and so we're really excited to have that available. So yeah, more of a narrow. I mean, you could always zoom in, right? So that's definitely an option. All right. Cool. Thanks for those questions. All right. So, another advantage of the Mevo MultiCam app that I am taking advantage of today is the ISO recording feature. Because we keep archives of all of our shows so that you guys can watch them later, and so that we have a record of them, We always try and make sure that we record our footage. And in the MultiCam app, not only can I do ISO recording, but I can also do output recording where I'm recording directly to the device. And so I really like that feature. It's really useful. So yeah, it really depends on your needs and how you want your broadcast to look, whether you want transitions, or if you need to have PDF files or anything like that. But that's specifically why I'm using the MultiCam app. You'll see on Thursday we'll go into more details and have a bit more of a complex setup when we do the Mevo live show. We really try and push Mevo to its technical limits and show you all the stuff that you can do when you're doing more complex setups, whether it's streaming over NDI or bringing in multiple video sources or anything like that. So we try and do that on Thursday's show. And Tuesday's show, we want to experience for you guys, because when we're doing something that's more complex on Thursday, we have it's a different set of people, I guess. We have tons of users that do both complex setups and just regular MultiCam app and Mevo 2.0 app. But yeah, we like to show both. That's why we've got the two shows. Cool. Thank you for all of the questions. Do we have any more? Let's see. Cool. So let's see. I just want to mention again that we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And if you haven't already followed us on any of these networks, please do so. That way you can stay up to date with all the new features, and we get to kind of talk to you about what platform works best as well. And you can find all of us Mevo Camera on all three networks. Dean says, is this currently live? It is. It is. So if you have any questions for me, let me know. Let's see. Dean says, I just got my Mevo camera and can't get them to link to an RTMP site. Each time a change to the app I want to stream to, it turns off. So are you using the MultiCam app? Does the stream turn off, or is it the Mevo that turns off? Are you streaming over Wi-Fi or Ethernet, or are you doing it in hotspot mode? Let me know a little bit more details. Yes to hotspot mode or Wi-Fi, or I'll give him a little time to give some more information. So the MultiCam app, the streaming turns off when I'm streaming over internet with a strong signal. So if your stream is failing and you are using Wi-Fi with a strong signal, I would probably say that you should lower your stream resolution. It really depends on the specific area that you're getting, but it sounds like you are having some internet issues, so I would definitely check into that, and you might need to go into the settings and lower your camera input resolution as well as your video source latency. But as always, you can open up a ticket and we'll be glad to help you one-on-one. Go to help.mevo.com. There's lots of articles there. But stream fails when you switch to a different app. Yeah, so because the MultiCam app is streaming from the app itself, and it's not unlike the Mevo 2.0 app, which streams from the Mevo, the MultiCam app will fail, or not fail, but the stream will end when you switch the app. So you have to keep the app active at all times. This is specific to iOS. For Android, you can switch, but you can also do multitasking on both. So if you need to be watching chat or something like that, you can multitask and do that without leaving the app. Let's see. Silbert Mills says, is there any plan to be able to use the Mevo with Wi-Fi from the phone alone? So you can use the Mevo in hotspot mode and and I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, let me know more specifics about what you're using, but you can definitely use the Mevo with just the phone using hotspot mode. You don't want to be using your phone's Wi-Fi to connect the Mevo to that. You want to connect your phone to the Mevo. Let's see. Dean says, is there a way around the app, the stream going down when switching the app? Unfortunately, no. There's no way around it. You can do multitasking, of course, but there's no way around, the default function of the app. Yeah, the MultiCam, Silbert Mills says, I'm talking about the MultiCam app. You can use the MultiCam app with your phone's cellular signal, just like the Mevo 2.0 app. I know a lot of people are using the MultiCam app remotely, whether they're doing sports broadcasts out on the fields or anything like that. You can do that still with the MultiCam app. You just need to set one Mevo to hotspot mode and then connect the other Mevos and your phone to that hotspot. So same exact sort of mechanism as the Mevo 2.0 app, but you're just doing it with more Mevos. So hopefully that answers that. Your average OG says, what is the best device to control your Mevo apps with? That's a great question. If you ask different members of our team, you'll get different answers. I personally really like iOS devices. The iPad Pro works extremely well with both apps. It's different requirements for both apps, so it depends on which app you're going to use, but the MultiCam app requires 3 gigabytes of RAM or higher to run the way it should. So iPad Pro works really great if you're doing iOS. And then for Android, a good tablet is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, which is really good as well. So I would check those out. If you go with a recognizable brand, it's usually better off than when you go with the brands that are just kind of random Amazon brands that are really, really cheap. It's worth spending the extra few dollars for a well-known brand. All right. Cool. I'm just jumping around to make sure I get all the chat. Cool. So it looks like chat is slowing down a little bit. But, yeah. Silbert, Joseph's got a great article link for you that goes over using Mevo in hotspot mode. I do want to mention this actually now that we're talking about it. We have help articles on not only every Mevo feature and function, but we also have tons of tips and tricks articles. So even if you wanted to use the Mevo in some kind of obscure way that is, not the original design, we usually have an article about how you can do that. For example, we have the MultiCam to OBS article, and there are lots of disadvantages to this and why it's not ideal right now, but the point is that we have tons of articles that cover literally everything that you can think of with the Mevo. So definitely check that out. That's help.mevo.com. And of course, if you have any question that isn't answered in these articles, just open up a ticket and we'll be happy to help you one-on-one. So be sure to do that if you haven't already. All right. So let me just go over the last stuff real quick. Mevo Start. Put your questions in also if you have a question before I end. But in the meantime, Mevo Start 3-pack is available not only now on Mevo.com but also on our resellers. So you can find it at Best Buy, Adorama, B&H, Amazon. Mostly all of the big names that you're used to purchasing electronics from, you can find it. It is selling fast, so I do want to say if you want to pick it up sooner is probably much better than later. And let's see, we also have our shows Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ask Mevo Anything is on Tuesday. Thursday we do Mevo Live, which gives more of a deep dive on all the different topics Mevo related, and we can kind of help you a little bit more. We have our referral program that is available, mevo.com/referral. We know that you are talking about Mevo with your friends and family, and we want to give you this opportunity to save 5% on your purchase or on your friends or family purchase, and then earn you 5% commission for doing that referral. So that is available at mevo.com/referral. And if you're just joining the show, I'm sorry that you're catching the end of it, but it is really nice and important that today is an update day. It is available both iOS and Android, version 2.6 of the Mevo app. And it has NDI compatibility and webcam mode quick switch, which I want to demo one last time. Power button on the back, as you're used to. Just double tap. And then now wired webcam mode is turned on. And then just double tap it again. And that turns right off. So really convenient. Alright, last question real quick. Rob says, follow up to the first question, read Mevo mic in the MultiCam. I can enable the tablet as an audio input with the mic app, but this doesn't work in MultiCam, only the Mevo app. So, if I understand your question correctly, you want to use the Mevo mic app to transfer to the MultiCam app, and you want to use the audio input as just the regular iPad microphone or tablet microphone, which you should be able to do. You shouldn't have to put an input into the Mevo mic app to transmit to the Mevo app and then into the MultiCam app. But you can't have both the Mevo mic app and the MultiCam app running on the same device. So if that's what you're trying to do, that's not possible. But if you had the MultiCam app on your tablet and the Mevo mic app on your phone, you could have your phone's default microphone active, or have an input going into the phone and transmit that to the MultiCam app. So hopefully that answers that. If you do have any specific questions that I did not answer, do let me know, and we'll be happy to help you in a ticket. Help.mevo.com, definitely check it out. Device audio, tablet, so you can't have the same device doing the audio for Mevo mic and MultiCam, so you have to have two different devices. Alright, well, thank you everybody for joining me. Tune in on Thursday. We'll do Mevo Live, and we'll go into some topic that we'll talk about in great detail, and you can of course ask your questions then, and if not, check out help.mevo.com and open up a ticket. Thanks for joining us.